Hey, Patriots fans! We are back with another deep dive into everything happening with our New England Patriots. As we gear up for another pivotal matchup, there is a lot to break down today, from player availability to offensive schemes and defensive strategies. So let's jump right into the thick of it. Preparation and focus will be essential, because this week presents an opportunity for the Patriots to assert themselves against a Texans team that comes in with some clear limitations. If New England executes smart football, they can control the flow of the game from the first snap to the final whistle. Starting with the Texans' offense, there are several points worth noting. On paper, they sit roughly in the middle of the league in total offensive production, and a deeper look reveals that they do not dominate in any single area. Their passing game is slightly above average, but the running attack has struggled to consistently gain yardage and sustain drives. Their lead rusher is averaging less than 4 yards per carry, and touchdowns on the ground have been scarce, which limits their ability to put sustained pressure on a disciplined Patriots defense. Of course, every team has standout talent, and the Texans' wide receiver Nico Collins has been a key factor in their passing attack all season. He has provided explosive plays, accumulated solid yardage, and found the end zone multiple times. But recent hits to his head have cast doubt on his availability. If Collins cannot take the field, the Texans lose one of their primary offensive weapons, which could significantly impact their game plan. Christian Gonzalez, the Texans' top cornerback, is another critical player. While his status is less uncertain than Collins, his presence or absence could slightly shift matchups, creating either opportunities or challenges for New England. If Collins is sidelined, the Patriots could face a Texans offense that is less dynamic in the passing game, giving the defensive unit a chance to focus on containing other threats and preventing big plays. The combination of a potentially absent star receiver and a middling running game makes the Texans vulnerable to a disciplined, well-prepared Patriots defense that can control the line of scrimmage and force Houston into predictable, shorter drives. Turning to New England's defense, there is clear evidence that they can adapt and thrive even against highly rated units. A recent example was the matchup against the Chargers, who boasted both a top 5 rush defense and a top 5 pass defense. Despite the challenge, the Patriots methodically moved the ball, controlled the clock, and scored enough to secure the win. This performance demonstrated that disciplined execution, smart play calling, and well-timed pressure can neutralize even the most formidable opponents. Against a Texans team that relies heavily on individual talent rather than a consistently dominant system, New England has an opportunity to replicate that success and take advantage of mismatches. Roster flexibility has also played a role in recent strategic planning. The Patriots have made moves to strengthen depth, releasing a few offensive linemen while ensuring key positions remain well covered. This adaptability provides an edge when injuries occur, especially as the team approaches critical games leading into the playoffs. With depth in place, New England can adjust on the fly, protect key players, and maintain a competitive advantage throughout the contest. Solid preparation combined with disciplined execution creates a situation where the Patriots can neutralize the Texans' strongest elements while exploiting their weaknesses. On the offensive side, New England has shown the ability to sustain drives and control the tempo against tough defenses. In the game against the Chargers, they amassed over 400 total yards while maintaining possession for more than 32 minutes. That level of control is crucial against Houston, a team whose scoring depends heavily on individual plays rather than consistent offensive production. By controlling the clock, converting third downs, and mixing runs with short and intermediate passes, the Patriots can force the Texans into uncomfortable situations, making them rely on less efficient drives to stay competitive. Psychological factors also come into play when key opposing players are sidelined. If Nico Collins is unable to play, the Patriots' secondary gains confidence, as they can focus on other receivers. Without the constant threat of a game-changing deep ball, that situation opens opportunities for aggressive coverage, anticipating routes, and potentially generating turnovers. The combination of preparation, film study, and strategic adjustments could have a tangible impact on how the game unfolds, providing New England with an edge in key moments. Momentum from recent games is another critical element. Following a strong showing against the top-tier defense, the Patriots enter this matchup with heightened confidence and belief in their ability to compete against elite opponents. Confidence often translates into precise execution, fewer mistakes, and the ability to handle high-pressure situations effectively. In contrast, the Texans have struggled to consistently score against strong defenses, making them more vulnerable if they are missing their top receiver. This creates a favorable environment for the Patriots to impose their game plan and control the pace of play. Game planning will require balancing aggression with caution. Even though the Texans may appear beatable on paper, limiting explosive plays, forcing them into third-and-long situations, and maintaining possession will be key, with Christian Gonzalez potentially returning while Collins remains sidelined. Defensive matchups may shift slightly, but the overall strategy remains the same: disciplined football and smart adjustments. Controlling both the offense and defense, limiting mistakes, and dictating the pace of the game will provide New England with the best chance to exploit Houston's vulnerabilities. The interplay between offense and defense is also critical. Sustaining drives while keeping the Texans' scoring opportunities low will be a decisive factor in the outcome. New England has already demonstrated the ability to control top-tier defenses, and replicating that approach against the Texans squad with potential absences can yield a significant advantage. Execution, discipline, and situational awareness on both sides of the ball will be essential. With the Patriots looking to impose their style and dictate the tempo, Houston's defense presents challenges, but their strength lies more in creating disruption than sustaining dominance. They possess solid players in both the front seven and secondary, yet their scheme does not consistently overpower opposing offenses. The Patriots can exploit this by maintaining disciplined blocking, employing quick passes to neutralize pass rushers, and mixing running plays to keep the Texans guessing. New England's coaching staff has the experience and adaptability to stay a step ahead, turning tactical adjustments into measurable advantages on the field. A critical factor will be controlling the line of scrimmage. The Texans' defensive line has talent, but when confronted with well-executed schemes and repeated, sustained drives, they can be worn down. New England's offensive line has consistently shown the ability to adapt to blitzes and varying pass rush strategies, which will be crucial if Houston applies pressure from multiple angles. Protecting the quarterback and giving receivers time to find openings allows the Patriots to sustain drives, control momentum, and manage the clock, elements that often determine the difference between close contests and dominant performances. The passing game has also displayed balance and versatility this season. New England can stretch defenses with deep shots while maintaining high-percentage passes to move the chains efficiently against the Texans team that may be missing one of its top receiving threats. Patriots receivers could find more space, with defenders forced to adjust their focus, timing, precision, and the quarterback's ability to read coverage and anticipate adjustments will be crucial to executing effectively under pressure. On the running front, the Patriots have options that keep defenses guessing and allow them to dictate the pace of the game. By mixing inside and outside runs, counters, and draw plays, New England can manipulate defensive positioning and create opportunities both on the ground and through play-action passes. Even if the Texans focus heavily on stopping the run, the Patriots' balanced approach can exploit hesitation, opening up passing lanes and forcing defenders into difficult decisions. Maintaining that balance between run and pass is essential to controlling field position and sustaining drives, especially against a team that may overcommit to key threats when others are sidelined. Situational football is another area where New England holds an advantage. Third down conversions, red zone efficiency, and minimizing penalties have been consistent strengths for the Patriots this season. In games against inconsistent offenses like Houston's, these moments become pivotal. Each defensive stop or successful offensive series has a ripple effect, influencing momentum and placing pressure on the opponent to respond effectively. The ability to capitalize on these small but critical moments often distinguishes teams that consistently win tight contests from those that falter under pressure. Execution, awareness, and discipline converge in these situations, and the Patriots have shown a clear capacity to excel under such conditions. Confidence and psychology will continue to play a role in Sunday's matchup. Coming off a high-level performance against a tough opponent, the Patriots enter this game with momentum and belief in their system. Confidence translates into better execution, more aggressive decision-making, and resilience under pressure. Conversely, Houston faces the challenge of managing frustration and urgency if key offensive contributors, like Nico Collins, are unable to play. This dynamic can influence both preparation and in-game reactions, giving New England a psychological edge even before the first snap. On defense, The Patriots will focus on neutralizing Houston's most dangerous elements, while forcing the Texans to rely on less consistent options by applying pressure strategically, maintaining disciplined coverage, and reading formation adjustments effectively. New England can limit big plays and control field position. The combination of intelligent adjustments, in-game awareness, and physical execution will be key, particularly when Houston may be missing one of its top offensive weapons. Special teams, often overlooked, can be a game-changing factor. Kickoff and punt returns, field position, and overall efficiency in this phase of the game can subtly influence the outcome. A single, well-executed return or a mistake on special teams can swing momentum, create scoring opportunities, and affect the flow of the contest. Against a team like Houston, which relies heavily on defense to stay competitive, special teams can tip the balance and provide the Patriots with an additional strategic advantage. Discipline and focus on these plays can make a measurable difference in the final outcome. Game planning for this matchup will emphasize adaptability and preparation. New England benefits from a coaching staff experienced in making in-game adjustments to counter opponent strategies if Christian Gonzalez is active while Collins remains out. Defensive coverages and blocking schemes can be adjusted to optimize efficiency, flexibility in strategy. Dynamic adjustments and quick decision-making are hallmarks of teams that consistently find success against opponents who rely more on individual talent than on cohesive execution. Depth across both sides of the ball is another advantage for the Patriots. While Houston has flashes of skill, they lack sustained offensive production, making them vulnerable to a disciplined and well-coached opponent. New England's ability to sustain drives, rotate personnel effectively, and execute situational football increases their chances of controlling the game throughout all 4 quarters. The combination of experience, depth, and preparation gives the Patriots multiple avenues to assert control over the matchup from start to finish. Matchups at the individual level will also play a significant role in shaping the outcome. Linebackers, defensive backs, and receivers will all have key battles that influence the overall flow of the game. Winning these micro battles allows the Patriots to control the macro outcome. For instance, if the secondary covers effectively and the front 7 applies selective pressure, Houston's quarterback will be forced into uncomfortable throws, increasing the likelihood of mistakes. Meanwhile, New England's offensive skill players can exploit mismatches created by defensive alignments or the absence of key Texans personnel, creating opportunities for explosive plays and scoring chances. Composure and discipline over the course of 60 minutes cannot be overstated. The Patriots have consistently demonstrated the ability to remain focused, avoid costly penalties, and execute under pressure. Against a Texans team that struggles with consistency and may be missing critical players, maintaining discipline could be the deciding factor in controlling the game's tempo and final score. Execution in critical moments, such as third downs, red zone situations, and key drives, will likely determine which team maintains control and seizes momentum. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a move that could shake the NFL landscape, rumors are swirling that veteran safety Budda Baker has agreed to terms with the New England Patriots. Sources close to the situation suggest that the deal, while not officially announced, could signal a major shift in the Patriots' defensive strategy. Baker, known for his explosive playmaking and sideline-to-sideline coverage, has been a perennial Pro Bowl contender and one of the most reliable defensive backs in the league. His potential arrival in New England is fueling speculation about how the Patriots might restructure their secondary. For years, the Patriots have been in a transition phase on defense, searching for consistent playmakers capable of matching the speed and versatility of modern NFL offenses. Baker's ability to read quarterbacks, make clutch interceptions, and deliver hard-hitting tackles would seemingly fill several gaps at once. Analysts are already debating how he would fit alongside the current roster, with some suggesting that his presence could allow New England to adopt more aggressive schemes, including press coverage and complex zone blitzes. The whispers of his signing have also ignited questions about the Patriots' salary cap and whether the team could accommodate such a high-profile addition without affecting depth elsewhere. Baker's career trajectory makes this rumor particularly intriguing. Known for his durability and leadership, he brings more than just statistics to the field. His football IQ, and on-field communication have been credited with elevating the performance of teammates. At every stop, New England, historically cautious in big splash moves, could be signaling a more assertive approach in the offseason. Speculation is rampant among fans and pundits alike. Would Baker be the cornerstone of a new defensive identity? Or is this a strategic stopgap meant to bridge the gap while younger talent develops? The timing of the reports only adds fuel to the fire, while no formal announcement has been made. Insiders hint that discussions have been progressing steadily, and that a deal could be finalized imminently. Social media has exploded with reactions, ranging from excitement over the prospect of a revamped Patriots defense to skepticism about how a player of Baker's caliber would adapt to Bill Belichick's system, which has historically favored versatile, disciplined defenders. If the rumors hold true, Budda Baker's potential move to New England could redefine expectations for the team's defense and set the stage for a compelling offseason. Fans are eagerly watching every hint, every leak, and every insider tweet, wondering if this is the start of a new era or simply another chapter in the Patriots' ongoing quest for dominance in a rapidly evolving NFL. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.